Are we here? We've been on? We've been on? Yeah, we're just in the Corolla. I guess it's going to. I guess. The problem was, Sacco said, make a background picture of the Corolla. But how do I take a picture of the background of the Corolla without Richie being in the Corolla? I can't take a picture in the Corolla without me being in it. I guess if I got out of the car, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so it's optical illusion. We'll have to figure this out. If I screenshot this now, then I can have this on the news tomorrow and have Richie in the Corolla, reviewing Richie in the Corolla, And every night we could do this till we have 50 shades of Corolla in the Corolla. I just can't stress it enough. It's a lot of Corolla. It's a lot. If you like a Corolla, where's my cutter? I can't find my cutter. I have so many cutters, and I found it. Well, we got a cigar that I really don't care about, clearly because it's been out for a while. I didn't like the first version, the Blackened original. It's called Blackened by Drew Estate. Blackened normally is like how I like my chicken, like a charred barbecue chicken. That sounds good. Or Blackened is maybe, I don't know. Well, there's so many jokes I can make. But, yeah. Oh, there's like 4,000 jokes I can make. Yeah. Anyways, it's a warm evening. And you want to hydrate. You want to drink your water at all times. You want to drink water. Water is a priority. It's a nice Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. It's a it's a Connecticut broadleaf binder. So it's got the contrast of the Connecticut shade and then the thicker Connecticut broadleaf as the binder. On the filler, we're using Pennsylvania broadleaf Maduro and Nicaraguan Maduro. So it's got some strong dark tobacco, but with just the outer layer being Connecticut. And you would say, well, that one wrapper of the whole profile is only a certain percentage. It's not even like technically maybe less than 20%, because of the filler we have Nicaraguan and Pennsylvania. So what if there's 1 to 2 of each, right? It's a 50 gauge. That can make 3 to 4 leaves right there. Then a binder has 5 leaves, so 5 to 1. That wouldn't even be. That's 1 out of 6. But that's not how it works with cigars. It also doesn't. That's not how it works in real life. You could have 6 employees and 1 boss, and that 1 boss supersedes everything. Why? Because of his position, right? So when it comes to a cigar, the boss position is the wrapper. It circulates the whole thing, and as you draw the smoke, whatever's in the filler, those all crunched up as well. And whatever's in the binder binding it, doesn't matter. Superseding position is this outer layer. So whatever's in the cigar, no matter what, it's going to be surrounded by what the wrapper is. The wrapper's in the dominant position. The wrapper's in the dominant position. And I can't stress that enough. So we're going to get this. Now, I call this a Churchill. Why? Well, it is. It's 7 by 50. That's about as classical non-Cuban Churchill as you can get. Churchill's 747, 748. The point is, though, they listed this as I threw out the cellophane. Some type of double Corona or Corona Gorda. Bullshit. See, what it is companies know Churchill is not a big seller. I've talked to guys that run cigars company. Churchills and Coronas, not a big seller. It's all about Toro and Gordo. And Robusto too, but for big brands, it's all about Toro and Gordo of modern age. We're not talking about a very bespoke companies like Davidoff, or high-end Fuentes. Not a lot of people going for 7x70s in a Neho, but I digress though. Okay. I did smell the foot before, and it made me sneeze like 8 times. So the foot was kind of strong and funky, because that foot has a lot of strong tobacco in it. So what am I expecting out of this? Is it just going to be strong for Connecticut? Is it going to push the Connecticut too harsh, though? In a way, the way it works is everything inside, underneath the wrapper, pushes what the wrapper is. It might push different aspects of it, though. The gauge will be how intense that version would be. The bigger the gauge, no matter what the blend, is going to be less intense of what that blend could be. The smaller the gauge will be more intense, particularly zooming in, zooming out. And then the length of cigar is going to be how much time you get to it. Also, the longer you go, the more of a buildup, because the further away it's going to be, and also you're going to have more loss, because the smoke's going to have to travel through 7 inches to get to you. And along the way, some of that smoke is going to get absorbed by the filler. So it is what it is. Soft, gentle heat, here we go. Friday night, 10:30. No Sacco because we have the original G. No Sacco because of his Wi-Fi. Sacco's on a Wi-Fi strike, and he was been ruining the lives. I enjoy it, but his Wi-Fi is terrible. And all the guys are saying as soon as he comes on, it lags. So far, the aromatic is nice. It smells like a strong Connecticut. So far, draw is very good. So far, nutty, vanilla, slightly creamy, good amount of cedar. It is on the lighter side as far as darkness level for Connecticut, about 55%. And we'll see if that changes. Off the bat, it's got some good character to it for Connecticut. Good amount of charred, almost mesquite wood. That's off the bat. That's uncharacteristic for a Connecticut shade cigar. So clearly with strong Pennsylvania Maduro, strong Nicaraguan Maduro, and Pennsylvania broadleaf in the filler, and then a dark Connecticut broadleaf on the binder, this can make this maybe a pretty potent Connecticut. Definitely not a Scotch cigar. Coffee, cappuccino. With Connecticut cigars, I like to eat. If I'm having if I had a family barbecue or something like that, or you're having a party, bro, you could sit there you could have some Peniel vodka and shit like that, and some bread and salami and shit like that, and cheese. You're smoking on your Connecticut, you have some red wine. The Connecticut cigars can hang out like that. Connecticut cigars can hang out like that. I gotta admit, this is a very large cigar. It's got a very full pack, very heavy pack. What I like about it is it's kind of bold for Connecticut in the strength level. And the profile, we got a nice amount of charred wood, good amount of black pepper, and some slightly briny sea salt on the back end. Cedar as well, and slightly nutty. All in all, it's not a godlike cigar, but I would say it'd fall into a very good category. Not amazing. We'll get to the number system later, but it's enjoyable. It's not a boring, basic bitch Connecticut. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it. I like it. The flavor is medium length and in strength, but for the beginning of a Connecticut, that's quite heavy for the beginning of a Connecticut. It's not a mild cigar at all. So, good amount of flavor, good amount of strength, without being a very dark cigar. It's kind of a reversal Blackened, but it's the Connecticut version. It's better than the original version. The original version, it felt like a dark cigar just to be dark, and it was like pitch black sadness. The black pepper spice, you slightly pick it up, and there's a little bit of creamy vanilla to it as well. So I don't know what happened to the channel. I don't know what happened to the regular guys. Are they not? Are they stonewalling? Are they not hanging out with Richie tonight? I think Friday night is also always a bad night for the lounge. Wednesday night was good. Friday night, I don't know. I think a lot of guys are, I don't know what they're watching, sports, jerking off. They're doing what they're doing, you know. I'll tell you what, right there, we're picking up. We're at a solid medium plus from a medium strength. It's enjoyable. It's not a bad cigar at all. And for Connecticut, I'll tell you what, I can actually recommend it. I wouldn't recommend the regular version. That was like too dark of a boring cigar. This is not a dark cigar at all, about 55% darkness. So it feels like a traditional Connecticut as far as darkness. But the flavor and profile, it's unique for a Connecticut. And it's quite robust. And it's a medium plus off the bat here. The finish is long and heavy now. Slightly a little bit of floral notes coming in, but a good amount of charred wood, rich cedar as well, some black pepper, some sea salt brininess with a little bit of vanilla creaminess. So all in all, I got nothing bad to say about it. Nothing bad to say about it. Definitely a good coffee cigar if you want a little more stronger Connecticut. And I gotta admit, out of any category of cigars, Connecticut's always generally the laziest, especially when you go mid-tier Connecticut. You know, you go with high-end Connecticut, like with Davidoff, you're going to get a very expensive cigar, and it's probably going to be solid. But a lot of mid-tier Connecticut's, it just feels kind of lazy. Cedar, black pepper, but a lot of grassiness of young tobacco. This is not bad at all. I like it. I like it. That's all I can say about it. I don't know if anyone's going to show up besides Caleb, but I know you're a bot. Caleb's the original bot. I don't know. I think the private chat getting, probably not getting any notification. Yeah, the Illuminati's totally banning my channel, and I'm okay with that. You know what, though? Let me do a reversal. Guys, live whatever lifestyle you choose. Go live as a dog. Go live as a cat. Make sure you take your visor vaccination. Visor. Now, not Pfizer. Remember, a visor is what blocks the sun. A visor blocks the sun, right? Darkens the sun. A visor. But Pfizer, might end up dying from it, and it blocks the sun because you're underground. Bam, bam. Conspiracy confirmed. Richie was trying to support the Illuminati, and his mind's like, Pfizer, like a sun visor, blocking the sun, making you die. Vitamin tea shortage. Dun, dun, dun. It is what it is. I couldn't sell out if I tried, and if I did, it would be undercover. I can't do it. It's not in me to be fake. I can't do it. Richie is real. If you look up real in the dictionary, you're gonna see Richie. It's been an interesting life. Some people wouldn't believe it. My father said it multiple times. He never understood my life. He said, the situations you've been in your life, I haven't been in one of those situations. But you've been in so many of these crazy situations. How does that happen? Partly you could say I'm drawn to fire in a sense. The other part, it's divine intervention, or it's my space in the universe. I've been witness to an off-duty correction officer getting ran over twice by a vehicle. I was witness to that. I was witness to a man getting shot in front of my vehicle while Ubering. In this same fucking car. This Corolla has been a witness to an off-duty correction officer getting ran over twice by somebody in O'Malley's parking lot in Center H. And then that same year, someone got popped in front of my car at a dead-end block party. So I had to talk to detectives on that. So that's the same precinct, the 6th precinct. Yeah, one attempted homicide. Both had attempted homicides. Not for me, just as a witness. You know, saying no. It's fucking shit. The second one, though, I got stuck there for 6 hours, though. My car was in the crime scene because I was the one that called in the ambulance, and they put the trach right in that guy's neck. His name was Gary. He was a correction officer. Because his friend was screaming, "Gary, Gary!" And I called 911 right away, but I was trying to talk. 911's like, what's going on? Like, you know, blah, 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 blah. What's his last name? What they say, what's his name? And I said, Gary, because the guy was screaming Gary. But the guy wasn't breathing. And then 911's, I'm on the phone, 911, they're like, what's his last name? And I'm like, hey, what's his last name? And literally his friend, who's like on his knees, like trying to like make him breathe, trying to do CPR. He looks at me, he's like, just leave me the fuck alone, man. Dude, I wanted to knock this motherfucker, just leave me the fuck alone. I'm sitting here losing my Uber time, losing money. You tell me to go fuck myself? Go fuck. After that, I didn't give a fuck about Gary. I'm sorry. After that, I mean, I called 911, let the ambulance do their thing. I literally, 911's like, well, just get his last name. So I don't know why. They want to know as much information as they can. I'm like, so what's his last name? Meanwhile, his friend that was trying to help his friend that got ran over in front of him, he didn't call an ambulance. He just would have been crying Gary. Was he his lover? Gary, Gary. Did you call 911 for your best friend? No. The stranger, Uber guy did. What did he do? Gary, Gary, Gary. But he didn't call 911. He didn't call 911. He screamed his name, though. He was in shock. This is a good Connecticut cigar. Now, don't go and buy this cigar and expect the world. But within the world of Connecticut, the wrapper grade is very good. It's a silky, smooth, perfect-looking Ecuadorian Connecticut. And it's got plenty of strength. If you like the Warhawk, you're going to like this. It's got plenty of strength for a Connecticut. Not a strong cigar at all, but strong for Connecticut. And you got to understand what that means. It's enjoyable. And I like the overall profile. We're still at the medium plus, about 60% darkness. Nice nuttiness, some creamy vanilla, black pepper, and some sea salt brininess in the back end with charred wood and cedar and slightly floral notes. So nothing that you haven't ever had for a Connecticut, but quite intense and quite strong for a Connecticut, being the first inch of a Churchill. And enjoyable. It's quite enjoyable. Nothing bad to say about it. Yeah. Oh, Oh, so that was those two situations. Another situation, I had a husband get in the car with his wife, and within the first 30 seconds, the wife took his phone because she knew he was cheating, and so he took her head and power slammed her head off of that window there. She just got in the car. I'm like, it was like the afternoon. I'm like, how was your day? Did you have a good party? You know, it was at a nightclub. It was a day. It was an Irish bar. They partied even in the afternoon there, and so everyone was drunk. It was some type of holiday weekend, and they get in the car and they're already ripped, you know. And I'm like, how was your day? And like, nope. She's like, give me the phone, John. He's like, fuck you. You're not seeing my phone. And she ripped the phone out. And as soon as she ripped the phone out, she was sitting there. He was there. He was a big guy, and about 300 pounds. She took the phone, and he just fucking smushed, but I mean power smush. It was a power smush off that rear window. And I'm like, oh, I mean, he bounced her head off it. And kudos to Toyota quality. The window didn't break. But up the block, I saw a cop because he was in a party town in Babylon. Bayshore, Babylon, New York. So it was an Irish bar. Anyways, I just drove the car right up to the cop car. Got out. Didn't even say nothing to them. And they're still arguing. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. She's hitting them. Oh, well, she took the phone, and he tried to take the phone back. That's what it was. And then she smacked him. So she smacked him. Okay. But then he power slammed her face. So. Anyways, he got arrested. The cop just ripped him out of my car. I just walked up to the cop. I'm like, I go like this. Like I pointed to. You saw the Uber sticker in the front. I just pointed to the back of the car like this. The cop just opened the door. He's like, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!" Saying because he can see they didn't know that because they were still arguing. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck. So I just pull right up. You know what I'm saying? Though my window's open. So imagine being in the backseat of an Uber, smacking around your wife and screaming, and Richie's just like, "Okay, fucking drive right to the fucking police station, cocksucker." There you go. Now. Go deal with it. This is not my problem. Not my problem. I don't know where Sacco is. Very salty finish now. Perfect construction, perfect burn. Yeah, so all I could say is driving Uber at night for 3 years, like every party weekend, he's making bread. I mean, every weekend, and during the week too. I was just around a lot of crazy situations. That was just that aspect of life. There was other stuff we're not going to talk about. But those are all legal situations because I wasn't committing any crimes. Well, the rest of the city, the town, and the state of New York was. But you're just an Uber driver making money, and you're driving crazy people. You just get into situations where people are out of their fucking mind. People are out of their mind. One of the stories I never liked was, and I experienced it because it was real, this young couple in Center East, New York, at a nightclub. They get in the car, and she looks like she's going to puke. Like I said, hold on. I was like, please, just puke outside the car, not in the car. I don't want to make $250 that way. So, like, she's outside the car. She's trying to puke. I don't know if she got some out, but then, it's the, okay, I'm okay. She gets back in the car, and they start making out. And I want to throw up now, because now I'm driving. She was a cute woman, maybe like 20, 21 years old, nice piece of ass. But I'm driving, and they're making out. She was just puking or trying to puke, so, And then they start doing that, and then she starts blowing the guy. Okay, we're driving. But then she had to puke, and then she puked. She tried to puke, and a little puke, then making out, then she's blowing the guy, and then she blew chunks. First she blew him, then she blew chunks. That's Center East, New York, Long Island. That's a classy town. They don't make towns like that no more. That's a classy, middle-class, hard-working town. Now it's getting gentrified because all the rich people from New York City are like, well, they were back in the day, like homes for $350,000 in Long Island, dirt cheap, and now everything's $500,000, $600,000. It is what it is. So now, it is what it is. There's no place for regular people in Long Island. There's no place for them. There's none. There's no place for regular Long Islanders now. And I'll tell you what, I like this cigar. It is not bad. And I'll also tell you what, Caleb, it's just like, it's just me and you. It's just feeling kind of, kind of bizarre. Plus, because I know, Caleb, you're a bot. You're not real. You're part of the system. You kick in like whether everyone's here or no one's here. Caleb's like, oh. Great construction, nothing bad to say. It's actually smoking very slow. MSRP $10, Pennsylvania. So I don't think it's a bad price at a lounge. Of course, online maybe a better deal, but at a lounge, $10 for this big Churchill, and I'm calling it a Churchill because it is a Churchill. I got nothing bad to say about it. It's a heavy medium plus right now. The charred wood's getting stronger. It's 60% darkness. The vanilla's getting a little stronger, a little sweeter. The black pepper's getting a little more intense. The sea salt brininess is a little more intense. The floral note, luckily, is not getting more intense. So all in all, I think it's a solid profile. I got nothing bad to say about it. No, this is a 50 gauge. I think there was two other ones there, like a 52 and 54, like bigger sizes. I didn't want to go with a bigger gauge with Connecticut. I prefer 50 gauge with Connecticut or even 47. So definitely strong and intense and lots of flavor for a Connecticut. At a heavy medium plus, it's intensifying. I'm gonna drop that ash. I don't know if they're telling anyone the channel's on. Normally Uncle Larry would be here. Where's Chewy? Where's all my homies at? Razor sharp burn. Got that going for us. Yeah, I think they're hiding the channel. Or maybe it's too much Richie. Yeah, it's too much Richie. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So this Corolla, yeah, Chewy's a good guy. Rest in peace, Chewy. Rest in pussy, Chewy. He's alive. Rest in pussy. Well, I think I'm going to get to the news. I don't know if anyone's going to show up tonight. I don't know if I'm completely blocked. Or maybe the channel is just blocking me because there's too much Richie. It's too much Richie. Let's see. Next at 10. Well, here was the cigar nobody cares about. Well, it says 80% of men are no longer interested in dating. They're not even trying. Why is this the case? 4 out of 5 men aren't even trying to date women. Well, I'm going to tell you this. It's not that they're not trying, but this is their natural response. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So 80% of men have realized that no matter what they do, and whining and dining girls, that it's all a scam. Basically, women want free food, free drinks, free Ubers. I was to say free cock, but they can get cock while they want. But they want a comp lifestyle, trips, pay their bills, maybe knock them up and they want child support. Or they want, if you have enough money, maybe they want to get married and then steal your shit. Or keep you as a beta and, as a host, but then get some alpha on the side. And, it's just that simple. So enough men have realized that the system, the family court, and the courts, and the judges, and the cops, and and the fake false allegations of, harassment. What'd you do? You ask a girl out? You ask her for a phone? But then all the women are saying, how come men don't approach us anymore? How come men don't ask us out anymore? Well, they don't want to get charged with sexual harassment. They don't get charged with stalking. You ask, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, yeah, I was here last time. Yeah, maybe you want to grab a drink or something like that. I have a boyfriend. Get away from me. Spray the bear mace. Bro, so guys are done. Guys are done. Guys. Unless the girl lets you know. Guys aren't asking women out anymore. For what? For what? And even if you do in this modern age, what? You're going to get like a Bonnie Blue? She's doing 50 guys a day? Here's what it is next at 10. What do we got here? Well, they're warning that there's a blowout zone over in those national parks. I think it's with a volcano or something like that. And they're saying, I guess in the Wyoming area, I guess, is that the Dakotas? No, it's just the Wyoming, Idaho, Montana area will be blown out. And then the primary ash zone will be Colorado and New Mexico, parts of Nevada, and maybe Washington State, going out to the Dakotas. They're saying that there's going to be a blowout zone from an imminent blowout of, is that in Yosemite Park? No, what park is that? What park is that? In the Wyoming and Montana area. I forget the name of that park. Anyways, though, well, maybe it'll happen. I hope it doesn't happen at the beginning of the month, like on the 3rd, because you don't want to pay your rent and not get to live in your... Imagine on the 2nd, and you paid the rent on the 1st, and on the 2nd, they have this blowout situation where volcanoes erupt, and now you have to evacuate, and you paid rent. Never going to get that money back. You're never going to get it back. Never. If the blowout happens like on the 25th, though, you're like, we're going to hold that money. Just say, I put it in the mailbox. I mailed it out. I bet that mail got lost. We're going to give it a few weeks, see what happens. Then the following month, you're like, you've had no power. I can't pay rent for a place with no power, so it's not working out. There's always an upside to a downside next at 10. Well, there's a United States patent from 1966 on a solar simulator. Right, there you go. And, who is simulating the sun? Well, we already know they manipulate the clouds. We already know they manipulate the weather, the HARP program, and the chemtrails. But are they simulating the sun? There's a good chance. There's a good chance. There's a good chance. Well, it's not conspiracy. Somebody filed a patent, which means somebody made something and they wanted to retain the rights to it. Is China making a solar simulator without patents? Call right now. $500 solar simulator. You're going to order solar simulator on Temu. Trying to create your own sun? Create the sun in your backyard. Have party in middle of January. Go in pool. Pool still warm. You have your own sun. Battery not included. Bro, I swear, man. It should be funny if it wasn't true. Solar simulator. Dude, what? I literally have 4 homeless people on different sides of the street just staring at me. 2 over there and 2 over there, and I'm just smoking my cigar. This is depressing. I gotta get out of Pennsylvania. But then again, they're keeping the rent cheap. They're keeping the rent cheap. It's sad. It's depressing, but they're keeping the rent cheap. Next at 10. Well, we got a man. Is this Florida or Cali? Doesn't look like Florida. Look at the trees. We got a man, on top of a Chevy Tahoe, which is a police vehicle, and he's naked. You know that cop is going to catch a lot of shit. When you let a naked man, and he was dancing, when you let a naked man dance on top of your cop car, bro, that's some funny shit, man. Guy was twerking, he was stroking it. I mean, he's gonna be a jailhouse hero when he gets downtown. Cock out, man. That's a tall guy too. Look how tall he is. That guy's over 6 feet tall, man. Maybe 6'5". He's rocking on that top. Hey, kudos to GM. Look at that roof. That's a strong roof. I'll tell you what, I like it better than the original Blackened cigar. Um, all this strong dark tobacco, but tamed by the Connecticut. But it's pushing the Connecticut in a nice way. So it's strong for Connecticut. It's quite buttery. Has a good amount of nuttiness, a good amount of like creamy vanilla, a nice toastiness to it, black pepper, some cedar, nice charred wood, and a rich sea salt brininess on the back end. So I got nothing bad to say about it. It's not a scary cigar, but it would be strong for Connecticut. However, though, anyone I believe could enjoy this, though. Maybe good with a cup of tea, good with a cup of coffee, cappuccino. Yeah, crack kills, exactly. Yeah, Caleb, it's just going to be me and you, Caleb. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is going to be a lost episode. Next at 10. Well, Russia is going to start cutting electric and internet after 10 p.m. Hopefully, so couples will start having more sex to increase the birth rate. I guess they're worried about online pornography at nighttime, and too many guys are jerking off watching girls on the internet. So they're hoping if they cut the electricity, people will have more sex and increase the birth rate. I don't know if that's going to be the proper way to do it. I don't know. Imagine, you know what though? You just tell married couples, if you have a kid every year for 5 years, well, you never pay property taxes again. You do that, people will start clapping cheeks like you can't believe it. Give people tax incentive. Look, businessmen, when they build a skyscraper, they want tax incentives before they break the ground. Well, give a man and woman tax incentive, and they'll be digging that dirt, clapping cheeks for weeks. Yeah. Next at 10. Well, this year is one of the highest rates of suicide. 444,536 suicides already in the first 6 months, and we're not even done with the 6 month of 2025. Basically, 80% are male. So 4 out of 5 suicides are male, because male's life is extremely harder than women's. Well, that's a fact. We don't get the same reality at all. Same when a woman runs out of money, she could go to another man or multiple men, start her OnlyFans, and society and Section 8 and free housing and all this shit. When a man runs out of money, prison, because you can't pay your child support, your rent, and a homeless man gets treated differently than a homeless woman. And I've helped the homeless here in Pennsylvania, and I've noticed basically only 1 in 10 homeless is actually a woman. 90% is dudes. So men don't have a fail-safe. There's also no need for men to, do stuff at hotels and or stripping. So women got that. Even though it's not a good job, there's always that, You can't really set up shop at a motel and be like, any ladies out there want to get pounded? Give me $100. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It doesn't work like that. So that's some real positive news. Next at 10. Ooh. Next at 10. Well, next year in 2026, we're going to see a rollout of standing chairs in planes, because nothing says things are going well like being packed into a plane like sardines. Can you imagine people, babies crying, and someone with their service pet, and just crazy people, stinky people eating snacks, people farting, people fidgeting, people on their phones and iPads. Bro, it looks like a ride on a roller coaster. Imagine an 8-hour flight like this. People are getting up to go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. Who you couldn't pay? This looks like when prisoners go on a prison jet with the air marshals. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Next at 10. Well, liars somewhere saying humans only need a shower every 3 days because they're saying it's not good for you to shower every day. This is false. This is propaganda. Anyone telling you you don't need a shower at least once a day? Minimum, you should shower once a day. And after you shit, you should wash your ass. Wash that ass. Keep some like baby wipes or paper towels in the bathroom. Get some hot water. Wash that. After you take a shit, wash that ass. Get up in there, wash that ass. You're gonna have you want to have stinky cheeks? No. No, you need a shower every day. You need a shower every day. Next at 10. Well, I told you. See, things are so bad right now, in many ways, financially and morally, that we got grandmas doing OnlyFans. This is on TikTok or whatever. She's trying to hold it together for like 76 years old, but whatever. She still got it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little chubby girl. She's rocking it. She's rocking it. Kudos to you, Grandma. She could bake you cookies, right? I can't. I feel bad. She could bake you cookies. Ah, God. I can't. I can't believe this is the society we live in. This is the world we live in. Grandmas are showing their Churchill on Facebook. They're like, hey, look. Bitch, you in a nursing home. You're in a nursing home. What's next? When people die, they're going to be in their underwear and bra. They're going to wear thongs and the all-new Victoria's Secret coffin edition. Is that what's going to happen next? Oh, wow, looking good, mommy. Are people going to start wearing like thongs in a coffin? I'm going to go say my piece. You're going to go up to the coffin and be like, damn, girl, looking good, looking thick. What the fuck is wrong with people? What's wrong with society? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? What the hell is even this? Grandma's stacked, though. Grandma's got some big old titties. Grandma's got some big old titties. Guys, this society's collapsed. Cash out your money. Cash out your stocks. It doesn't matter. We got like 3 weeks till the volcano goes up. The sun simulator crashes. China invades. A new AIDS comes out. North Korea, I don't know. Russia's pissed off. I mean, America's collapsed. We got cat and dog people. Next at 10. I don't know what's happening here. This is just what's called a commercial break. After that, this is what's called being in your prime. That woman is in her prime. Wowza. That is a healthy woman in her primo. That's primo condition. Factory new condition. Factory new. Nobody beats the hands of time. Nobody, there's nothing stronger than a man in his prime, and there's nothing more beautiful than a woman in her prime. But trust me, time conquers all. Next at 10. Well, there was a story of dolphins urinating on each other in a river somewhere. Why? Why is this happening? They're having ditty parties. We got dolphins pissing in the mouth of another dolphin. I'm telling you, man, these dolphins were raised by P. Diddy and his mother. I mean, when I was a kid, dolphins used to just swim in the ocean. Oh, mommy, look, Flipper. Now Flipper is having fucking golden shower, Flipper. Golden shower. I can't. I gotta admit, talking about the news and what's going on in the world, it's a depressing job. But someone's got to do it. Someone. Next to 10. Well, in a more positive story, we got a female working at a horse barn who put a thermometer in her mouth, and she was taking the horse's temperature by sticking her face in the horse's ass and inserting the thermometer, which is in her mouth, up the horse's ass, taking the fuck is this? How is this on TikTok? I'm telling you, we've collapsed. I gotta prove anymore. We've collapsed as a society. This is something you should never do, and if you do, don't tell anyone, but you should never be doing this. But 3, they're putting this on the internet. This woman put a thermometer in her mouth, climbed up on the horse, acrobatics, and stuffed the thermometer up the horse's asshole. Her face is up a horse's ass. Why? Why? I can't. I can't. This world. I can't. I can't even. You know, every day the news is getting worse. This is getting difficult for me. But someone's got to tell people not to do this. This is wrong. On every level. It's wrong for the person doing it, and it's wrong for the people promoting it. I'm here to say, don't do this. Don't do this. Stop putting your face up horse's ass. Stop it. Get right with God. And plus, you know what kind of staphylococcus a horse has got? Up your mouth, your eyes, your nose. Next, that's it. This is what's called a commercial break. Luckily, the guy that's programming this channel, he had some commercial breaks. This is just a beautiful woman, voluptuous, rocking her body, being confident, and I don't know. Everyone's in their underwear now. It doesn't matter. Everyone's in their underwear. Do I got to start doing this show in a thong? Is that what it's going to take to get subscribers? You got to wear a thong. To get along, you got to wear a thong. You got to show the cheeks. I can't. Next to 10. Yes, now they're playing this new game. Oh, this one. We got men with fake baby dolls covered in Velcro. And they're throwing the babies up the slide, and then the highest baby wins. It's like bocce ball with babies on Velcro. Who is inventing this sick game? Who's playing baby bocce ball? Obviously, they're fake babies. What's wrong with people? This guy's throwing a fake baby down this slide and ramp. Oh, God. This is hurting my chocha. Next at 10. We got another bitch making out with horses on TikTok. I can't stress it enough. This is wrong. Oh, she's making out with French kissing a horse. What's wrong with these bitches? This is why men don't want to get married no more. And you go, people, look at 16,000 likes. Go get him, girl. Oh, how sweet. Bro. What? That horse is happy. Guys, I can't stress it enough. We're at Sodom and Gomorrah. Maximum Sodom and Gomorrah. Our society has collapsed. I'll say it again. Our society's collapsed. What the fuck is wrong with people? When I was growing up, people weren't making out with horses on TV. People weren't throwing baby Velcro game. People weren't checking horses' asses with thermometers. Grandmothers weren't doing pornography on TikTok. Next at 10. Anything decent to report? Well, we have topless women in France. I don't know what that says, But we have women protesting with their titties. We got naked women protesters in France. I don't know, something about baguettes and croissants and espresso. I don't know. I don't know. The next at 10. Well, now we have men that are fucking balloons. There's a group of men that now are attracted to balloons, and now they're speaking about it. He says he likes these, what are they made out of? Not nylon, they're, I forget what balloons are made out of. I don't know, I can't. And it was a video, and the guy says he likes to blow up the balloon only up to 80%. He says so it leaves room so he could penetrate the balloon. Guys, first off, I didn't want to know that, but now we know that if you're going to fuck a balloon, you don't fill it up to max capacity. He says 80% is primo. Guy, you leave 20% room in the balloon for your cock? I can't do the math anymore. We're at Sodom and Gomorrah. We got dudes openly fucking balloons on TikTok now. We got balloon fuckers now. Balloon fuckers? Balloon fuckers? Balloon fuckers. We got people fucking balloons. Why? Next at 10. I don't know. This is just a female mechanic. Okay, she's changing the oil. Something wholesome. We got women changing oil now in Victoria's Secret, which maybe they're trying to make more money over at Meineke or what is that place? Jiffy Lube. Well, that's Jiffy Lube, all right. Next at 10. Well, here we have a man. It's a guy in drag pretending to be a bad dog, and he wants to be taught lessons on TikTok. Oh, God. Today's news destroyed me. He says he's been his name is Shaunus. He says he's been a bad doggy, and he wants 100 snacks, 100 shocks to the boy, 100 shocks to the boy bits. He's wearing a taser. Oh, he's getting shocked. He's getting tased in the balls. He wants to be guys. What the fuck? This guy's wearing some type of harness, and he's getting electrocuted in his balls, holding a ball in his mouth. I can't. Oh God! Please come back. Please reset this society. Yeah, dude, please reset. Look, he's wearing 8-inch heels. He's getting electrically shocked in his balls. I can't even. Next at 10. We got some guy in Mexico jerking off on the sidewalk with a dog watching. I can't even. We got people jerking off in public, people taping it, and dogs watching it and putting it on TikTok. Yet, remember, tobacco is a dangerous substance. Guys, we're cooked. Dude, has your life ever been so bad that you jerk off on the sidewalk? Oh, God. Even the dog's like, yo, man, chill out, man. They're going to put you away. These guys stroking it on the side. You know, I've never been to a spot in my life where I was like, you know what's going to solve my problems? Stroking it on the sidewalk. I don't know. Next at 10. I don't know what this is going on here. Some kind of advertisement, but you can figure that much out. Next at 10. Well, do you have pinched nerves in your back? Try this new stretch. the all-new Diddy stretch. And this is supposed to relieve back pain. I don't know if it's really going to relieve back pain or make some new friends. This has got to be some kind of joke. Who is taking chiropractic advice from TikTok? Hey, you want to stretch your back out? There you go. There you go. Stretch it out. Stretch it out next to 10. Well, we got people on TikTok having sex in the dark, and this is allowed with glow-in-the-dark condoms, and this was a video, and you could figure it out that the condom kept on disappearing because it was going into something. We literally got people with big dongs. Fucking, I can't even. Guys, remember, cigars are a dangerous substance. You're not supposed to be smoking cigars, but banging with glow-in-the-dark condoms on TikTok, it doesn't count, I guess. It's allowed. It was allowed. There's no law against it. Being in the pitch black. Dude, maybe they could do like Star Wars, have sword fights, you know. I mean, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Why not? This place. We got glow-in-the-dark condoms on dongs on TikTok. Why? Next at 10. Oh, that was from yesterday. Well, that concludes today's news story. And I think we're done talking about it. And we're done talking about the cigar. Where's this cigar going to be? It's going to be a 4.6. This was enjoyable. Kind of delicious. Not overly delicious. But good for Connecticut. Strong for Connecticut. 60% darkness. Nice charred wood. Nice amount of black pepper. Some nuttiness, some creamy vanilla. Slightly floralness. And a little bit of sea salt brininess in the back end. All in all, it was a good time. Nothing bad to say about it. And I'd like to thank our special guest, the original bot, Caleb, being the only person on the show. This is the first time, maybe the first time, where, I don't know, the entire channel is dead. And that's okay, Caleb. I appreciate it. But, you know, some episodes, I don't know what happened. The news hurt me today. The news really hurt Richie today. This was a brutal news. This was a brutal, especially by myself. If we had the guys, but this was a tough news segment. That was some hard shit. Well, anyways, I'll see you around. Everyone stay fresh. Sodom and Gomorrah is here. Get right with God.